Hey YouTube, it is your girl RofashoSugacake. Thank you so much for tuning into the Sweet Experience YouTube channel. Before I got into my workout, I wanted to do a video about my school. A year ago, next week on Monday, I started at Liberty University. An amazing decision. I had decided to go back to school to get my degree in counseling, psychology. But I was tussling because I wanted to be biblically trained to be more effective for my local church that I attend. I do a lot of stuff at my church, and I wanted to, continue working in ministry, but I don't want to be ignorant while working in ministry. So I wanted to be trained. And so I decided to, attend a Christian college that would give me both secular and spiritual training. So I was caught between Liberty University and Regent University. And how I found out, originally, Liberty wasn't even an issue or a choice. I was really just going for Regent because I knew of Regent, had heard of Regent for years, and it's an online school. It had some really great degree programs. But then I had put it on Facebook that I was, kind of weighing out my schools and what school I wanted to attend. And a good friend of our family, who happens to attend Perfecting, sent me a message letting me know that, she wanted to participate or join a particular ministry at Perfecting, and Pastor Winans had informed her, well, you need to get more training, and he recommended Liberty University. I think that's what she said. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But I'm sure she said somebody from her church. It might have been the pastor, might not have been Pastor Winans. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But I think she said Pastor Winans. Anyway, so she was recommended to attend Liberty. And so she said she was working on her second MA in Christian ministries. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll give it a check, check it out. So I applied to both schools, okay? And Regent required a $50 application fee. And I mean, it was so easy with Liberty. Like, I applied the same day at Regent and Liberty. And within a week, someone had called me, ran down all of the information I needed to know about Liberty, asked me what my goals were, where I was trying to go in ministry, what did I want to do secularly, and, kind of gave me a little assessment about what I like to do, kind of talked to me on my spiritual gifts, and he was like, oh, well, you're like a little people person, blah blah blah, and you're really active. Asked me about my home life to see how well I would be a good match for online training. And before I knew it, I was enrolled in my first 2 courses, and I still needed to pay my $50 application fee for Regent. So I had talked to my husband, and I was just battling back and forth because I'm like, I don't know if I want to do psychology, or do I want to do Christian counseling, or do I want to do business? Because I got backgrounds in a lot of stuff. That's one of the things, and I hope that somebody's watching this that can relate to this. But one of my issues with going to school immediately after high school was that I have a lot of talents, a lot of hobbies, and a lot of things that I'm great at, and I just couldn't pinpoint what I wanted to do, because you don't want to go to school, get a degree in something, and 10 years later you're burnt out, you're not happy, and you don't want to do it. That's a waste of money. So I never really regretted that I didn't finish school immediately after high school. I just kind of regretted that I wasted so much time. But anyway, so I decided to settle on Christian counseling. Okay, I settled on that. Ran through what the coursework and prerequisites was, and so old boy that I was talking to, can't remember his name and what his position was, but so he gonna be old boy today. Old boy that I was talking to was like, okay, so do you have any college credits? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you need to go back, get your high school transcript, get your college transcripts, get them to us. We pretty much transfer all credits, and they did. They took all my credits from here for community college, and still need to transfer myself from Wayne State. But they took everything. Everything. So I was like at the tail end. I was like a sophomore in the beginning. So I'm halfway done. But let's get back to Liberty. Okay. So here I am a whole year later. And when I say, I mean, y'all can tell from my videos, I'm strong in my faith. I've never been so strong and so grounded and so, I've never been so excited about ministry in my life. It's like, after I took my very first course, it's a prerequisite to take theology. Okay, and every course that you take, your English courses, your math courses, you're getting some kind of form of theology in all of your classes. And so, okay, the very first courses that I took was theology, biblical 104, psych, I think it was children psychology, and adult psychology. Okay, so those were my 4 classes I went for full time. After taking that theology course, which is spearheaded by Elmer Towns, anybody who know Elmer Towns, OMG, he will light your butt for ministry. Like, after you get done reading Core Christianity or any other books that he's wrote, you're like, okay, God, send me. Let me go. I want to go. I want to do it, you know. So I, have been tussling with the call of ministry. And, all my life I had been hearing, girl, you're a teacher. You need to teach this word, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. God's shown you that, but he hasn't shown me. Now, I was being oblivious because, I mean, really he had, and the same thing they were telling me was the same thing I felt and I knew. And I just was like, I just wanted God to come and appear before me with his long flowing hair and golden feet and to say, Rashonda, go teach my word. But okay, so that's not going to happen. But after taking that theology course, the professor that I had already, it's amazing that we're online, but yet you still have this connection like you're in a classroom. And so, all of my DBs, he would just, chime in and just say little things and whatnot. So it just really helped me accept my call and walk into my calling and just say, yeah. And ironically, now what's funny is when I was taking the theology course, when I would read stuff, I would run out the room so excited about what I read. And I'm like, say it, my husband. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. And he's like, girl, you was hyping this class up. Okay, so now he taking the class, all right? Well, he took the class last semester. He busted out the room, telling us, oh my God. Oh, now you understand what I'm talking about. Now you want to be hyped. Okay, who hyping the class up? The class is the truth. If you desire any form of ministry, even if you are in ministry and maybe you're just a little burnt out, maybe you're not just like, the fire isn't there. I don't know. Honey, you take this course, when you leave, the blinders, the scales, blocks, everything that's over your eyes fall off and you see Christianity in a whole new light and you ready to go. Like, yeah, true. Okay, so along with theology, I'm taking my Christian counseling courses and my philosophy courses. Not philosophy, but psychology courses. So I'm getting mentally trained to, think about the way we process things. I'm being taught how to see Christianity the way Christ sees it. And then at the same token, in my Christian counseling courses, we're talking about truth. All of that combined. Oh, I'm like on fire. Can you tell? Yeah, I know you can tell because I can tell. And I'm so excited. It's the greatest thing ever. Oh my God. If I never spend another whopping X amount of dollars for anything else, this was the best thing I could have ever done. I feel the same way those students feel on campus all the way here in Michigan. I feel the love of God. I feel his glory raining on us. I get into them discussion boards and I'm in class with pastors, first ladies, social workers, youth ministers, every walks of life. I mean, people from Poland, Switzerland, veterans, any and everything, okay? And we all get into these discussions and we encourage each other And oh my God, there's prayer going on. And as soon as I feel like I'm draining, there's nothing left, somebody chimes in and say, hey, Ro, hang in there. I feel your pain and we're gonna make it. We're gonna walk across the finish line. Oh my God. Love the community. I love it. It's like being in church 24/7 and being poured into, being edified and lifted up, and worth every penny that I pay for it. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm coming down off of my glory cloud. If you're looking for a school to attend and you want some kind of secular training as well as biblical training, and yes, the school is fully accredited, Liberty University Online, if you're not in Lynchburg, Virginia, is the school to attend. I love it. I love it. No. I love. You don't understand what I'm saying. I love my school. I would not be where I am right now. I can't even imagine where I would be if I didn't attend this school. My life is being transformed and changed by what I'm learning. Oh. Part 2 to this video will come soon.